Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Today, we are probably going to be jumping into the strike playlist just to do some, just a few nice, relaxing strikes. And today, we will be playing on my Warlock. We're going to be running the Arc subclass using Chaos Reach, Healing Rift, Burst Glide, the Chain Lightning melee with the Storm Grenade. The aspects I will be running are Electrostatic Mind, which this allows me to generate an Ionic Trace if I defeat an opponent that is debuffed. We'll be using the Arc Soul aspect, which allows me to gain the ability to have Arc Souls when I cast my Rift. The fragments I will be using are mostly for stat boosting purposes, but there are a few of them that actually, benefit the overall playstyle. So we have the Spark of Shock, which causes my grenades to jolt targets, which is a debuff. We have the Spark of Volts, which I'm mostly using for the plus 10 recovery, but if I use a finisher, I become amplified. We have the Spark of Resistance, which again, this is for just more resilience, which, nowadays is very important and a lot of higher end content, but I prefer just to run it, pretty much all the time. Like I could swap this out for something that would, benefit me a little bit more here, but I'm not really too worried about that. I'd rather just take the extra bit of resilience that I get while being surrounded. And then this I'm also taking for an additional bit of resilience. So if I take melee damage, I gain melee damage. But again, I'm mostly using that for the plus 10 to my resilience stat. Now, well, actually, I may end up swapping that out here. There's one that makes, we're going to put this one on instead. So this one, my arc grenades have a extended duration. So whenever I throw a storm grenade, it's going to last longer due to this, and it's also going to jolt targets due to this one here. As for the weapons, we're running Witherhoard, an Aikilos SMG, and a Hothead Adept. For armor, we're running Stag, which, if I'm in my Rift, it grants damage reduction, and it also grants Rift energy when I'm wounded, and it creates a healing Rift when I die. And then, we're just running pretty standard armor here. As far as the transmogs and the shaders, other things I'm using the As Above, So Below emblem, which you get from, basically you have to pre-order Beyond Light, or not Beyond Light, Lightfall, the deluxe edition, and that comes with a gun that you can redeem, and when you redeem that gun, you can then get this shader from the Bungie website, bungie.net. I'm using the Always On Time Sparrow and the Thousand Wings ship. This is actually from a mission that is no longer in the game, called Wisp. It's called the. Well, I don't remember the exact name, but it was the mission that you did back in year 1 of Destiny that allowed you to get the Whisper of the Worm sniper rifle. There was an extra bit that you could do to get the ship. And then this sparrow is from a raid that is no longer in the game called Scourge of the Past. You can now buy this from the exotic kiosk in the tower, provided you have enough spoils of war and materials. And the sparrow is actually just intrinsically faster than every other sparrow in the game. It is believed to be a bug, but that bug has been in the game for years at this point, and I'm not sure if Bungie is ever going to fix it. As far as transmogs and shaders, here's what I'm using here. The Amrita's Dream shader with the Starfarer's gloves, Lightkin robes, Meridian Constellation pants, and the Ego Talon bond. Okay. Without further ado, let's jump into some strikes. It is Arc Singe and Heavyweight, so my rocket is going to be doing some big damage. I think I do want to put on at least one rocket ammo finder, and we can swap out. Actually, I'm pretty satisfied with that there. And one of these boots, yeah, here we go. I was going to say, I seem to remember having a slightly different stat distribution here. But yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well. I appreciate all of the really kind comments on the last video I put out. Sorry, I had to take a sip of coffee there. But yeah, so glad to be back as always. It's about 7:30 in the morning here where I'm at. So I'm still kind of trying to wake up, so if I sound a little groggy, that is why. But yeah, we're just going to do a few strikes, you know, have a good time, maybe get some nice loot. Gonna toss a nade at these guys here. Go and drop this down. Arc Rift is just going to be tearing them up here. The Arc Soul. I've recently changed my keybinds up a little bit, so if you kind of see me fumbling around while I'm trying to like interact with something, that's why. You know, both my teammates just got nailed by the train. Oh god. Can they pick themselves up? Yeah, they can. I was going to say I'll have to go back for them if not. It's like right there, I tried to hit the my old keybind to pull up my Sparrow rather than the new one. But yeah, so far, this season's been pretty cool. It's definitely, you know, more of the same, which, you know me, I personally don't have much of a problem with that. I really love the Arc 3.0 changes. I think they were really good and interesting. It feels good to have all of the existing subclasses now up to that same point. Really excited for Lightfall. Excuse me. Oh, I'm gonna fall off here. Yeah. It's okay. Oh, I hope that wasn't too loud. I literally just like flung my mouse into my keyboard. So apologies. But yeah, Lightfall looks really good. I finally got around to watching the trailer for it. And, you know, looks really good. I love the tormentors. Every time I say that, I just kind of think of like Harry Potter or something. But those things look really cool. Can't wait to, fight one of those guys. I do hope that they do a little bit, that the tormentors are a bit more involved in the game, after the campaign. Just because, like, I really liked the Lucent Hive that were introduced in Witch Queen, but I just feel like they weren't really in the game outside of, I would have liked to have seen them incorporated more into the world overall. Whereas they were kind of just present in the campaign, in the Witch Queen campaign, and and a few strikes, but nowhere else really. So again, I would hope that they would incorporate the new enemies, the tormentors, into the game, beyond just the campaign. So he's going to teleport, so we're going to wait and see where he goes. There he goes. And we're just going to do one of those. Take him out quick, fast, and then we will proceed. But yeah, the new subclass, the Strand, that looks really neat. Big fan of that. I do like that they opted to give every class the sort of grapple hook thing. I'm curious to see how that looks and how that plays in the game, and how it behaves in the Crucible, if at all. It's gonna make map traversal and movement across, assuming you're running the Strand, which let's be honest, everybody is going to be running the new subclass when it first launches. Oh hey, ooh, funnel web. I wonder what that's gonna roll with. I've been trying to get a good funnel web for PvP, and I have a decent one. Although I have been kind of on a fusion rifle kick in PvP lately. I'm generally, more of like a shotgun person. But I've kind of been favoring fusion rifles lately, mostly just because of their consistency. Shotguns just don't have, to me, an acceptable level of consistency in PvP right now. And I believe they're making some changes. Whoa, that Arc Soul is bugging out, dude. They're supposed to be making some changes to how the pellet spread works for shotguns. Sort of giving it, because right now the pellet spread is random as far as how it comes out of the gun. And they're supposedly going to give it a static pellet spread pattern. And I'm hoping that that will remove some of the, randomness and inconsistencies from shotguns. But yeah, so for most of this season, I've been running a fusion rifle with my primary weapon in PvP, which has actually been a lot of fun, because I've never really been much of a fusion rifle person, but I kind of found one that just kind of, clicked with me as far as like the charge time and time to kill, and that has kind of led me into starting to use and mess around with even more of the even more fusion rifles. Alright, so we're almost to the end of this strike here. Got the boss coming up. Just gotta clear out this room here. And he's gone. Got us an umbral engram. Let's see what we get from the chest. Just some shards and some glimmer, not bad. Come on. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in. Oh. But yeah, so there goes the first one. Let's see, this would have been good if I could have had rangefinder here and a range masterwork, and maybe hammer forged. But not bad. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that one though. Not a terrible roll, but not quite what we were looking for. Yeah, you can also craft the Dares of Eternity weapons now. So, like once per week, when you do the pinnacle reward requirement for Dares of Eternity, you are guaranteed to get one red border version of one of the Dares of Eternity weapons. And now you can also still get them by opening the chest in Zer's little area with the treasure keys. But it's not guaranteed to be red bordered. But once per week per account, when you do the 100K requirement, or is it 250K, 250,000 requirement for Dares of Eternity? Upon completion of that, you will get a red border weapon. Alright, so we got the arm stealer strike here. Gonna go ahead and just kind of start slaying out here. Take out these guys. We got the ship. Take that out. We also have Iron Banner this week, which I've been playing a good bit of that. Trying to work on getting the title done for that. I still have a ways to go before I can reset my rank the second time. But, oh, that's a wall. But I might be able to finish getting that reset done. Because I've completed all the other requirements to, let's say, unlock the title. I just have to reset my rank one more time. But Iron Banner has a new mode, or it's like a new version of Iron Banner now called Eruption. Which, if you guys played, which I know not a lot of people really cared for it, but Call of Duty Ghosts, years ago, they had a game mode called Cranked, which this Eruption mode is basically that. And pretty much what happens is, instead of it being Control or Rift like Iron Banner was previously, it is more or less just like a Team Slayer game mode, where as you get kills and assists, you begin something called, you get like a little, not, I don't know if it's a buff, because I don't think it actually really like gives you any benefits. It might give you like ability regeneration and like super regeneration on kills. Am I like stuck? Yeah, I was like stuck in the ground right there. I don't really want to waste another rocket, so I'm just going to launch that over there. That should be enough. But anyways, after you get a set number of kills, you become ignited. Where'd this man get the tank from? And at that point, that is basically how you start like the hunt phase of the match, or you get like bonus points for kills and stuff like that. But you get like a timer, like a countdown timer on your screen. And what that countdown timer is for is if you don't get a kill, like if you don't get a kill for 15 seconds, you die. Like you literally just like explode. So the idea is, you get, 3 or 4 kills, you become ignited. At that point, you get bonus points on kills and assists and stuff like that. That's how you kind of gain the lead. But you also become marked on your enemy's screen and on your ally screen. So if they help you get kills and help keep you alive, the hunt thing continues to go on. But if you don't get a kill within about 10 seconds or so, you die. And that timer refreshes for each kill that you get. So in theory, if you got, like extremely lucky, you could actually keep that eruption buff for a very long time. But for that to actually happen, you would either have to be just an absolute monster at the game, or get extremely lucky. But it's fun. I like it, honestly. It's an interesting change to, the game as we've been, to the mode, as we've been playing for quite some time. It's refreshing. It's not control, which, I don't hate control. But it is nice just to do something a little different. I mean, Rift was cool, right? Wait for my tracking to kick on, maybe? Hit with a nade. Oh, that's a bad grenade. Not quite high enough. And that's a very bad weather horde, too. Oh, my rocket just missed. There we go. More glimmer and legendary shards. Let's see, we'll probably run one more strike, and then that's where we'll end the video for today. So I don't think we got anything else too notable here. I guess I should be popping these so I can stay supplied on enhancement cores. But yeah, so Iron Banner, that's around, I think, until reset. We're going to have, excuse me, we're going to have Trials of Osiris next weekend. So I'll probably be dipping my toes into that. See if we can't get a flawless card. Did I get an artifact unlock or just a power bonus? Okay. So I still need 3 artifact unlocks here. As far as the pinnacle grind goes, I've actually got my other 2 characters already maxed out. My Warlock, only thing I actually need to drop at 1580 is some boots. Because I do have a 1580 chest piece, gloves, helmet, and bond. So I just need boots to drop. And unfortunately, I've done like all of my pinnacles of my Warlock already. But was unable to get a 1580 pair of boots. I did, however, get like 13 pairs of 1580 gloves. And a bunch of weapons at 1580. Which... So this is the fusion rifle I've been using in PvP, actually. And I think Zer sold this a while ago. But this thing is an absolute monster. Tap the trigger with under pressure. Stability masterwork with the increased range on here. Like, this thing is a monster, and it's a precision frame. So it inherently has better recoil, pattern, and a decent charge time. There's another fusion rifle I've been using because I got a really good roll on the Iron Banner fusion rifle. The Wizened Rebuke, but that is like a high impact fusion. So it takes fewer bolts to actually get a kill. but it has a longer charge time. But I got a really good roll in one of those, and I've been using, I've been trying that out as well. There's the enhancement core. The grenade right there. And put a rift down. Was that reach? Not quite high enough up in the air. Go ahead and take out these turrets here. Let's move on into let's see if we can, oh, I messed it up. I was going to try to pull my sparrow out and bounce over those little walls there, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. Yeah, they jumped right out of the way of my grenade before it went off. That is unfortunate. But yeah, so far, the season's been pretty good. I like the catch crash activity. I like the whole pirate theme. I actually did a master level catch crash yesterday, which that was very chaotic, but very fun. Again, super chaotic, especially like at the end, but it was quite fun. Nice. That might kill him, yeah. Launch a rocket over there. That's dead. Oh, they're both dead. Holy moly. This tank's just got obliterated. Heavy ammo brick. Nice. Oh, another funnel warp. Let's go. Wacky. I'll check the roll on that. At the end of the strike here. Another heavy ammo brick. Oh. Almost bounced myself into the wall there. That guy just got chewed up. Even more heavy ammo. was hoping that might like. Oh wait, I think it did kill him. Nice. Alright, so we are almost at the end of our third strike here. Going to take on Kaido's champion, Ignavun or something, I think they are called. Oh, wrong button. I used that a little too early there, and she was immune for most of that, unfortunately. Boss is getting absolutely shredded. Oh my god. Jeez Louise. The boss just got annihilated. Okay. Couple of Vanguard weapons. We got a opening shot, fragile focus roll on this. That's not bad. It is a 120, so... Oh, that stability is just awful, though. We can make up for it a little bit there. Surplus surrounded on this. It's literally the exact same roll I just got before, I think. So this one has arrowhead. Good grief. Okay, we're going to head on back to orbit if I can find the right key. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this week's video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the comments, all the support. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to like and subscribe or leave a comment down below. And yeah, that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you next time.